Hi everybody, my name is Beck and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys our organizational tips on how to build independence into your child's morning routine. For those of you who are meeting us for the first time, I have a 3-year-old who is about to head off to kindy and I'm wanting her to be independent in the morning so that I can focus on my 18-month-old. So if you like the sound of this video, please give it a thumbs up, it really supports my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap the bell to get notified. So let's get into it. Introduction, Amira starts kindy this year. So if you've been following us on Instagram, you know that it's definitely a big change in our household and I am trying to make this transition as smooth as I possibly can. And a way to make this smoother for us as a family, because both Michael and I are full-time working parents, is to build independence into Amira so that we're not having to really focus on both the kids in the morning. When Zoe is ready, we can continue on with our morning routine while Amira still goes through hers. So building independence in Amira is definitely a focal point for us. It's not saying that we're not going to help Amira out, we're just giving her jobs in her morning routine that we know she can do by herself, but we can provide assistance if she needs to. And that's one thing we're really focusing on at the moment, is the fact that she's regressed back to having tantrums. We're just trying to install that into her, that resilience, that bouncing back, that you can feel that negative emotion, but we need to bounce back to a place where we can problem solve it. When it comes to building independence in our 3-year-old, we have 2 strategies. My first strategy is we are doing morning routine cards. Now these morning routine cards in our family are called star cards. The reason why they're called star cards is because on the back of the picture cue there is a gold star. That way it's an instant reward for checking something off her list. If you haven't seen how I made these cards, then click on this video up here and it will take you through how to make them. You can do it at home. It's easy as having a computer, the internet, a printer, and if you have a laminator, that makes it amazing. Otherwise, just print it off on some cardboard paper. Star cards is my #1 tip of building organization. It gives them a sequence and a routine of jobs that they need to go through every single morning. I don't know about you guys, but I can get dressed without thinking. My subconscious just takes over. It's just like when you're driving and you realize, oh my goodness, how did I get here? We've done it so many times that the neuron paths in our brain just do it automatically. Amira is 3 and she hasn't had the years of practice that we have had. That is the reason why having the visual cues of what she needs to do in the morning are really important for her. It also allows her to know what the next step is, because she doesn't know. She doesn't have that logical understanding and reasoning of what she needs to do when she gets out of bed. It's not playtime. The cards help her to have sequence, predictability, and most of all, security in getting ready for the day. My second tip is to organize their wardrobe or chest of drawers in a child-friendly way. Just like the morning routine cards provide sequence and predictability, their drawer needs to provide them with an opportunity that they know the order in which they need to pick their clothes out, where they can pick their clothes out from. So in our childcare centre, they obviously have a sun safety rule, so they don't like to have singlet tops, she needs to have cap sleeves, which is perfectly fine by me. So in her drawer, I'm going to put her kindy friendly t-shirts, her shorts, and her undies and socks all in the one drawer. That way when she gets up in the morning and her star card tells her that she needs to get dressed, she opens up the one drawer and she can work her way through, picking her undies, picking her shorts, picking her t-shirts, picking her socks. And then we have a shoe rack for her. So I'm gonna stop talking here and I'm gonna show you what I do to get Amira ready for kindy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of her non-kindy friendly t-shirts up here, and then that way when I've sorted out this middle drawer, I'll put them in the bottom shelf. Because she's going to kindy 5 days a week, a normal school week, I'm going to make sure that the middle drawer is her kindy friendly drawer because this is at her height and it's easily accessible for her. Before we go any further, I'm just going to grab her undies and socks and put them at the start of her drawer, because I'm teaching her to work left to right, just like when she's reading, she needs to read left to right. It's just a really good habit to work in that sequence. Now, we are recycling old fruit containers. So she's got her undies in these 2 containers and she has socks in this one. Now that I've put away all her sun safe t-shirts in this middle drawer, I'm going to go to the bottom drawer and pull out all of her pants that I need for Kindy. I'm gonna put them in the middle drawer, and I'm gonna put all these singlet tops and novelty shirts in the bottom drawer. So it's kind of like her bottom drawer is her weekend drawer. This is Amira's Kindy drawer, and it's, like I said, left to right in sequencing. So here at the start is her undies, and then her Kindy top, so all of them have sleeves, her pants, and then finally her socks. And so that way she knows she has to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that way she can get dressed. In the bottom drawer are all her weekend clothes. So that is our organizational video for building independence in a morning routine for a toddler. I really hope that this has helped you. These are strategies that I've learned as a teacher and I implement as a teacher. So my job this year is working in learning support, where I'm trying to build life skills into students. And I feel like that is a principle that works no matter if your child is 2 or if they're 15. There are things that we sometimes just need help with, and visual cue cards are honestly a lifesaver. I'm a list maker. I love to see the visual checklist that I need to go through so that I can be effective and efficient with my time. It's just the way my brain works. And so making Amira's morning routine card comes naturally to me, and I know that it's going to help her. The reason why it's going to help her is because it's going to build predictability in her sequence to get through the morning. Being full-time working parents, we are time poor, and we don't need the pressure and the stress of having a toddler dragging their feet. So having these visual cue cards means that Amira can feel success in her independence of flipping each card over. And then she gets a praise because she's done all her jobs. We don't have the time, unfortunately, to be walking through every single step with Amira and Zoe. Amira is now at the age where she is more than capable of being an independent little girl. And so that is what we are trying to encourage for her. We know that sometimes there are tasks that are hard, and we're trying to build into her the resilience of saying that feeling frustrated because you can't do something is okay. But the bouncing back, the solution for that is to ask mommy and daddy for help. There are some times where she can't get her shoes on or a shirt has become stuck, and so rather than having a tantrum and just crying, we tell her that she needs to say help or help mom and dad. Whatever her brain can mentally handle in verbalizing is fine by us, as long as she verbalizes that she needs assistance. We're not giving these cards just for her to, let herself be, and if she doesn't get her job done, then too bad, tough luck. We're doing it as a scaffolding. It's a way for her to move from job to job so that she can get ready for school in the time frame that we have. In saying all of this, does this mean that her morning star cards and her wardrobe organization is going to make for a perfect morning? Absolutely not. Amira is a human, and like all humans, you and I included, sometimes you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you've had a bad sleep, or sometimes you are just tired. And even though she's going to kindy, it is the equivalent of a job for her. She's having to learn social skills. She's having to learn how to move her body, both gross, which means big movement, and fine, which is small movement. She's learning the academics to getting her school ready. She is going to probably get to Thursday and Friday and be just as exhausted as you and I in our general work weeks. So these star cards and the routine of going through the sequence is providing her a way where it's going to become muscle memory, and it's not going to have to be so much brain power. She's going to get into that routine where it's just going to come naturally, and it's going to provide her with security. I really hope that this video has helped you. If you like this video and you want to implement these star cards but don't know where to start, if you go into our description box below, scroll down and you'll find our email address. If you email me, I will send you through a PDF pack. So in this pack, it'll have a boy morning routine and a girl morning routine. It's just the clip arts that I've used, and it's the 6 steps that you have seen, and you just need to print that off and you can laminate it and put it up on your wall. There's kind of like an instruction on the front page, but I would love to help you out because this parenting gig doesn't come with a rule book. We only have each other, and I love making these visual cards. I really love supporting my child to be the best little person that she can possibly be, and I will do absolutely anything to help her on her journey. So if you've liked watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. It also tells me that you like watching these sorts of videos. If you haven't hit that red subscribe button, please do so and tap the bell to get notified. And I'll see you in my next video.